We're live. Hello. It's Friday night here, and I should be playing guitar, but I decided to do a live just because I'm feeling like. Today I posted a video playing Holy Wars, so I don't know if you guys saw it. The audition video from 2015, right? So we can talk about it. So I'm just gonna hang here a little bit with you guys, right? So after this live, you can go to YouTube and see my video that I posted today, playing Holy War. Trying to play Holy Wars for the audition. Anyways, so I will take a look on here in the boxes, and in the boxes now, in this box here. Okay, one question, and of course I can see what you guys are writing here. I'll be Argentina, te amamos. Rebecca, oi tesouro. Christine, how are you? All right, just want to hang a little bit. So, the first question here inside this question box here, to show the string action. Is it possible to see it? I don't know. Is this helpful? Ta-da. Yeah, it's not that low, I guess. It's hard to see, right? Against the black, maybe. Nah. So here, maybe better. Got it? Cool. And so the online course, somebody's asking about the online course. Today's the last day for you guys. Let me see if I can, it goes, now let me put the link here for you guys, sorry. So today's the last day to enroll in the Guitar Hacks, in English, right? I have one in Portuguese, but it's not this one. In English, guitarhacks.com, right? I can post. Yeah, that's the one. Right, so can I, anyways, yeah, this thing here. And yeah, so today's the last day. So we did, sometimes we open, it's the second time I'm opening, so people get in, the students. Tomorrow I will do a live only for the students. And so I do a live every month, sometimes more, but you know, once a month for sure. So I just, answer questions, and more related to it's not like this, a lot of people talking. It's more related to the actual practicing and how to practice in a effective way, let's say like that. So yeah, that's the course is about, answering the question about, for the beginners, if you're beginning to solo, if you're like beginner, like learning your first chord, I don't think it's good for you, because it's more like how to practice scales and arpeggios. So it's a next level. But if you know a little bit of pentatonics and you're learning your first arpeggios, beginner like this, which is not a beginner is more like a beginner into the improvisation, things and learning scales, then it works. Maybe you're not gonna take advantage of the whole 100% of the course and all the exercises, because it might be too much for you, but you can, do in your own pace. So it doesn't matter. You get few exercises, you understand the main thing is to understand the way I practice, the way I believe is a good way to practice for an hour. It's not the only way to do it, but it's a very good starting point, and something that I do and I take in consideration every time I need to practice, not playing, practice. So it's always good to talk about this, the difference of just playing and playing with the backing track and playing a song. But at some point you have to, let's say you want to learn a difficult solo or a difficult passage from a solo, you have to have some, there are some techniques to get through a difficult part of a solo faster, and not just like playing. What's going to happen is you're probably going to play the same mistakes over and over and over, and in the end you memorize the wrong way to play. So basically guitar hacks is mainly to learn how to practice and be confident. The technique is all about confidence. Go on stage or recording an album or do a live and playing a little bit, getting your hands in shape, let's say. So let me see. All right, talk about Ingrid Malmsteen. Let me see the questions here. So the string, 22 questions. Now is a lot of stuff here. My favorite cartoon? Man, I'm old, man. I used to love, I don't know, Fred Flintstone. I don't know. Yeah, Fred Flintstone, yeah, I love. The other day I mentioned Fred Flintstone and people complained. I don't know why. I don't know. Because it's not, or maybe because it's a macho kind of cartoon. Maybe because of, anyways. If I'm working on more music, yes, I recorded a solo album, instrumental album, and it's almost done. Actually, I mean, it's done. I'm just checking the cover and the mastering, so it's basically done. I was kind of didn't know what to do because of the Megadeth recordings, but I believe I will release maybe in a month and a half, probably in a month and a half, like end of May, around that. So give me some time to prepare everything. Yeah, and of course we are working on the Megadeth songs as well. This is pretty much done, but it was still like I was listening to the songs just a while ago, the demos, and it's always good to listen with fresh ears. A lot of questions here. If I like Metallica, yes, I do like Metallica. Why every live everybody has to mention Metallica for some reason? Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but come on. Let me see here. Wow, it's a lot of questions. Come to Turkey, yes. Well, let's see. So far, I'm inside my house. I have to think twice to go to to take a walk. So, anyways. What tip would you give on improvising more chromatically? Man, that's it should be like a simple thing, right? But let me think, like two concepts here. So first of all, let's say you have a A major or A minor, just to keep things simple. Let me see. A minor, right? So you have the arpeggio. Hopefully you know where the notes are, right? So what about just connecting those notes with passing tones? You have the scale, right? Dorian scale, but even if you know only the arpeggio, right? So just connecting the important notes, let's say, the triad, with passing tones. And of course, some notes are gonna be inside the scales, some, and it depends which scale you're talking about, right? Some not, or you find another scale that has that note. Let's say a major third. So if you're playing a minor arpeggio, and suddenly, but then it's bluesy, right? So chromatic is just a matter of trying and understanding, understanding the weight you put in every note, So where to stop, where to start, where to stop, So where to rest, because if you play a minor chord and if you wanna rest here, it's fine. But it's gonna be like, oh, it's an interesting sound. So and it's okay, because that's the vibe. But it's just, if you're just doing, it's just a passing note. So it's fast or slider, or because that's the main note. That's home. That's where you go. Which brings me to another concept, which is simple to apply, is to play half step of every note from the chord. Appoggiatura. That's the name. I think no. I have a video on my channel on YouTube talking about appoggiatura, which is an Italian word for this. You have the note of the chord, and then it's like gravity. You get out, and then you have to go back, like, right? Right. Some notes are inside the scale, some are not. Right? And you can do like a half step up and half step down, right? You have the main note here, and then you play half step up and down, and then but you end in the target note. We call it target note. So right, A minor. So it's off, off, in, off, off, in, and then the important note is the triad, which is the foundation of the chord. So it should work. Just a matter of trying, playing, and applying. The concept is simple, but applying with good taste in the right moment, that's the challenge, Yeah. Fala em português. Ontem eu fiz uma live em português, hoje eu tô falando uma live em inglês, beleza? All right. So some guys, I will do everything in English here. Yesterday I did a live in Portuguese, so today in English. All right. Let me see. Saludos desde Uruguay. Resolutions are the hardest thing in music. Yeah, to resolve in a good way, but it doesn't matter, because you can play like weird stuff, like wrong notes, but they're not wrong. It's just a sound. It's a vibe, It's you're creating a feeling, It's not. It's not like a scale thing that sounds. Oh, that's nice. It's not that. It's more like, I don't know, like anything. It's more a vibe. I'm playing anything here. So. It doesn't matter, but the end, the final note has to be right. So it doesn't matter. It's more like the intention and colors. That's the most important thing in music. And how you practice, how you practice. So anyways, I hope it was helpful about the chromatic ideas. Se eu tenho alguma aluna no meu curso, tem várias. G was asking if I have girls in my courses. Yes. Not as, it's not 50-50, as you can imagine. Maybe 5, 10%, 10%, 5%. It's like, é tipo 5, 10%, mas tem sim. Mas algumas são bem ativas, então é legal. So, let me see other questions here. If I'm a car enthusiast. No, I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not, yeah. I mean, of course, if I see a, interesting car, expensive car, I look, I think it's cool, of course. But not as a, like Herman Lee, Tosin Abasi, and Misha. I went with them to a canyon there in LA. It's crazy. They're crazy. Yeah, they're into cars. Yeah. I answered those one. If I'm working more music, yes, I have the album done. What about cheering us up with a guitar giveaway? Yeah, okay, I will call the Ibanez guys. I actually, I have 2 guitars with me here now, so I'm not in situation for that because I'm in Finland now and I have 2 guitars. This one in the black one. Let me see here, more questions. So how to coordinate left and right hand while shredding? That's solely what I talk about in the guitarhacks.com. Somebody could tell me how to pin my comments. I put again the link. But yeah, let me show you something. There's a lot of techniques. So I'm putting the link. So today is the last day to be part of the second group of students. Okay, guitarhacks.com. Just go there. And tomorrow I'm doing a live only for the students. So if you get into this second group of students, tomorrow we have a live, only to talk about how to practice and as you were asking about coordination between left and right and what kind of exercises and how to divide your time of your practicing, differences of playing and practice, how to correct mistakes, how to avoid going over and over and over, playing the same things and not, like the feeling of you're not going to the next level, you're not raising your own bars, the feeling of you're stuck, the feeling of everybody plays much better than you, like frustration that you play the same things all the time, you don't have any discipline to practice, those feelings that I think are very common, and then of course I feel that too. And then you have to do some kind of training to go to past that, to be more, to have more discipline, to know what to practice, to feel that you're getting better, to feel that you're learning, to feel your technique is getting better, or at least you're not losing your technique. It's not, and when I'm talking about technique, it's not about playing faster and faster and faster, but it's more like feeling confident and playing what you want to play, and maybe some difficult phrases you nail the phrases, even if it's not that fast, but you know. Or in my case, for the live shows, you were able to play a difficult solo while walking or running or moving your body. Is not only situation is going to be it's not going to be like this, you know. So, and pay attention to other things. So that's the reason you practice, you know. Let me see other questions. Which pick have you been used? I use this Ibanez one here. This is my pick. You can find on in Ibanez website or stores. They sell this. 1.14. Okay, that's my guitar pick. A lot of questions, kind of. It's hard to. So actually, about the Tremonster, about coordinating left and right hand, there's a lot of exercise. One exercise that I like to do, and then actually I did a live on YouTube, is there on my channel, like playing per string. You know, I think is a good thing. You know, it's not difficult. You know, it's just like one string, not, but more a pattern, or you know. But the thing is, it's not to play. It's not to play like this, you know, like play as fast as you can and just move your fingers. You should play very slowly and hear every note. Right? Tuning. So yeah, that's a simple thing to do. 1, 2, 3. I was talking about this for an hour. It's on my channel, maybe 3-4 videos ago, maybe from 2 weeks ago, something like that. All right. Any other questions? I think it's good for today, huh? Just want to say, Megadeth new album, give us a couple of notes. I cannot do that. If the course helps to improve improvisational skills, no, I think that's it's a different thing. I think it will, because of the different approach on rhythms and dynamics and different techniques. But it's not the core of the course. Is more like how to practice and what to practice, how to have a disciplined a month, going through all the different techniques. It's more about this. It's not about modes or building phrases or creating melodies. No, it's not. But I think it's pretty helpful, and then as I'm doing lives for the students, if you're there, we can always talk about all the stuff if necessary. The last live I did, we went to other subjects as well. So, we're more than welcome to try. All right. All right, so let me see here. lots of questions here. I'm trying to read the questions. About the lives with the band, we're in different places. You know, sometimes you see we could send videos and stuff like this, but it's not. As far as I know, it's not happening. So, okay. Portugal. I was trying to watch a video from in Portuguese from Portugal. I was so hard to understand. Eu estava tentando ouvir Depois, português. Estava tentando ouvir um vídeo lá em português de Portugal, não estava entendendo nada. Estava difícil. How can I mix between minor and major? I didn't understand. I mean, I think I know what you mean. Like in harmony or melody, you can always mix. You can play like it's so. There's many ways of doing that, and it's beautiful. Every time you mix major and minor, it's gonna work. So you have the blues kind of thing, right? You have a major chord, and then you play the minor, right? Which is the appoggiatura that I mentioned. That's one thing, always works. So give this bluesy sound to anything. You can be playing like a D major, right? Right, you do a phrase like so you use the minor third and major third, but also you can play like it's very common. You play a major chord, then the chords from the minor key, and you mix with the chords from the major key, right? So you can do. Right, major, then minor, right, so then back to A major. So you can mix chords from the minor key and chords from the major key. And you can mix chords from all the modes. That's a very interesting subject to understand. I use this a lot, but that's a basic thing. So you play like A major and F major. So you're mixing major and minor, right? Because the F has the C note, and then the A has the C sharp. So right? Right, so something like this. What else? You can do like songs, like the verse of the song in minor, and then the chorus of the song in major. Right, so you're sad in the verse, and then suddenly you go to the same, in the same key to the major, and then do a nice chorus, which is. That's what happens here. Then the chorus. So the chorus is major, the verse is minor. So you can play with major and minor in the structure of the song. You can play with major and minor in the same song with the harmony. You can play with the melody as well, which is really cool. So you can play like right? Right, something like this. So you're mixing this sound, major, minor, major, 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 right? You can go to other places. Yeah, good. I hope I was. Yeah, let me see if there's more. Of course, there are more examples. There is a diminished dominant scale has both major and minor. Inside the scale. So if you take a look, listen to Miles Davis, Robin Ford, John Scofield, some fusion. I think everybody that played with Miles Davis kind of in the 70s and 80s has this thing of going to the dominant diminished scale. So right, mixing major and minor. Anyways, talking too much about this. How I hold the pick. So yeah, that's the way I hold the pick. Like like this. Okay, yeah, that's the best way. Yeah, assim que eu seguro a palheta, né? Alguém perguntou ali. So it's very much in the edge. Cool. Yeah, it looks like I'm left-handed. I am left-handed. Come on. Toca uma pra mim. Sim. Até umas são tão velhas. Polyphia, very cool. Love it. Great players. Very fresh. Very cool. Really like it. Talking full. Man, a lot of stuff going on here. A palheta não cai. Não cai, né? Às vezes cai. Can you play what? Your known dominate. I didn't get it. Tem algum aluno do Guitar Hacks aí? Brasileiro? All right. Speak Spanish. Oh. Mi portuñol. I will speak Spanish now. I will try to. Porque cuando yo hablo español, me quedo más parecido con Kiko del Chavo del Ocho. Esa es la cuestión. Pero vamos a ver si tenemos mexicanos, argentinos. Yo sé que tenemos acá. Uruguay. ¿Dónde más? Perú, Chile. Aí tem um aluno do Guitar Hacks. Boa. Salo. Javier. Tenemos un Javier acá. Saludos desde México, Ciudad de México. De Honduras, de Costa Rica. Ahí, pura vida. Ahora sí. Entonces, Ecuador, bueno. Yo he hecho una live en portugués ayer. Hoy estaba haciendo en inglés, pero Argentina también tenemos acá, El Salvador, brasileños. Eh, pero, mira, brasileño viviendo en México, buenísimo. Bogotá, Colombia. Javier, forçou. Não, mas Javier com J, não com X, né? Sí, voy a hacer una live en español, pero no sé si mi español es muy bueno, sino vive una Venezuela también. No, no es. Un venezolano aquí. En Venezuela, yo estaba hablando con un amigo de Venezuela otro día. Play boleros o pasillos. Sí, Paraguay. Dime todos acá cómo está el acento. El acento está bueno, está ok. Mi portuñol está bien. También tenemos un de Acre. Acre está, ¿no? O Acre está ali, né? Está quase, né? Por pouco, no. El Salvador. Sí. Sí, está bueno el acento. Y dime, yo tengo una curiosidad. Si mi acento es portuñol, yo sé. Pero mi acento es más acerca de qué acento. Es más mexicano, más argentino, yo sé que no es. Pero dime si mi acento es más mexicano, más chileno, más más español también no es, de Galicia, también no es, de Galicia. Ronaldinho. Los amigos paraguayos que están haciendo con nuestro hero, nuestro jugador que está en la prisión en Paraguay, Ronaldinho, Portugal da fronteira, da ponte da amizade. ¿Es más acento de Argentina? No, no puede ser. Coca-Cola, no hablo Coca-Cola. En Brasil tomamos Coca-Cola. Pero eso. Ronaldinho en cuarentena. En Paraguay. Okay, so let's speak in English because we have our friends from Turkey. I don't, at least we can speak in English. I guess you guys understand. Oi da França. Français. Ça va bien? Não. Ronaldinho está em Canadá. La cucaracha, ¿no? Tú sabes que en Brasil nosotros amamos mucho hablar español por causa del Chavo del Ocho. Don Ramón, Dona Florinda, mi madre. Peter Jordan, Canada. Oui, français, ça va? Oui, ça va bien. Eric. E el finlandês como va? Não va. El finlandês não va. Pero, sabes, más fácil hablar en español que finlandés. Hello from Iran. Dona Florinda, mi madre. Sí. No, mi madre se queda enfadada con eso. No se queda, no. Pero el Kiko, no tienes un padre, ¿no? El profesor Girafales no es su padre. ¿Dónde? Ecuador. También Ecuador. Ecuador. Já tem um monte de gente pensando gracinha. Não? Tu sabes que temos uma história increíble de Ecuador com os gases lacrimógenos, quando estávamos tocando com Angra e a polícia ha tentado entrar en el concierto y todo más. Pero esto para un otro día, otra historia. E aí, Edu brasileiro que mora no México, como está o sotaque aqui me pedindo? Está bueno? Tu sabes que mi espanhol está mejor porque eu estava em a Califórnia, se pratica, se habla mucho espanhol, ¿no? Sí, la historia del lacrimógeno para contar en las historias das antigas. Las historias de antiguas. Das antiguas. Las historias de las antiguas. Não sei como é. Toca a polca paraguaya. Sí, la polca paraguaya y la cueca chilena. Y claro, lo reggaetón mexicano, mi especialidad. Pô, eu queria falar sério aqui, cara. I came here to, teach some guitars and then in the end we're doing whatever. Fala, Zé Paulo. Beleza? Tava sério aqui, mas já ficou bagunça aqui o negócio. Essa guitarra aqui, ó. This guitar they sent to me just to try. It's not, it looks great, right? It looks good. And it's not, it's not the super duper expensive guitar. It's the premium model. It's not the Prestige, but it's very pretty decent. And it looks good, huh? Yeah. Tips to improve hand stretching. Man, this hand stretching, well, playing and practicing your own stuff, but you have some you can try basic exercises like 1, 2, 3, 4, the good old 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But then you can just open, there will be, and then you can open here, which is difficult, very difficult, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. S'il te plaît, jouer l'intro. The Heroes of Sand. To practice. But anyways, coming back to the stretching, that's a way to go. Or even if you play like 1, 2, 3, 4, but opening up like this, giving up one fret in between each finger, that's a good thing to do. Of course, this is difficult. And then after, if it's too wide, just then start going down. What about here? And then, you know, of course you can play like just 2 notes per string, you know. Or right, start like this. Nice sound. Look here. So it's a good practice, you know, simple. So that's what I teach in the guitarhacks.com. So if you speak English, go there. If some people are complaining that I speak English all the time, vou ver a espanhol si quieres. No, so that's what I teach at the guitarhacks.com. So today's the last day to join the second group of students. Just go there, www.guitarhacks.com, and later on, I don't know when, maybe, I don't know, maybe in 2 months, 3 months, it depends. Then I open another one. But now today is the last day, and tomorrow I have a dedicated live for the students, right? I don't know how to play. Yeah. Olha o caixão. Okay. All right, my friends. All right. Like Picasso said. Exactly. He said. Actually, I don't know if it was Picasso, but well, talk about Picasso, and now it comes Velázquez here. Velázquez, the Spanish painter. Yeah, he said to what did he say? I don't know. He said the amateurs copy, the masters steal. Right? Abraço da Bahia. Bahia. Let me send some highs here to my Brazilian fellows. Enéas. Ó, Enéas. Pô, lembra do Enéas? E aí, Roger Franco? Maravilha. Como você tá aí? Tiago. E aí, meu? So, yeah, exactly. The amateurs copy, the masters steal. Os amadores copiam e os mestres roubam. Disse, alguém, a internet me falou que foi o Picasso que falou isso. So the internet told me Picasso said that, but you know, it's up to you to see if the internet's right or not. But I was trying to find, actually I was trying to find, and there's a lot of other like books that mention this kind of approach, that one thing is to copy, you know, like get a song and copy the melody, get a guitar lick and copy it exactly, and everybody could recognize that's is a copy. The other way is learn, adapt on your own way, and bring it back. So you might recognize that it's coming from some influences, but it's not exactly the same thing. So that's what we mean about stealing, because you steal the basic idea, but not the idea itself. You know. So I have on my songs and solos, there's a lot of references. You know, if I explain, you might say, "Oh, yeah," you know. Then you might hear the influences or where I'm taking from, you know. But if I don't explain, hopefully, or probably not. So, let me see here some more. Todos teremos influência de algo, claro. André Matos é eterno. Sim, 3 corações. A lot of messages. Saludos desde Argentina. Yeah, so everybody has influences from other artists, but the main thing is like to have very different influences, you know. So you might listen to a pop song and then like the way the structure of the song was done, not the melody, not the chords, not the lyrics, just the structure, or the way it approaches a chorus, you know, how to create a momentum for a chorus. So you try to create that momentum for a chorus the same way as a pop song. But then you do like a metal song with riff influenced by, you know, Black Sabbath, and the solo influenced by, I don't know, some, you know, Jimi Hendrix, I don't know, Jeff Beck. And then like an intro with acoustic guitar that you've learned with Violeta Parra. I don't know, like lyrics from, you know, some completely different aspects and influences that only you, if you love Violeta Parra from Chile and you like Jimi Hendrix and you listen to pop music and maybe some solo coming from a violin concerto from whatever, Beethoven. You know, so that's your way of combining things. And this is that we're mentioning about masters, like with great attention and studying a lot of different things, and then you find your own way to combine those things. So, yeah. Bons artistas copiam, os mestres que roubam. É exatamente essa frase. What were your main influences? It's very hard to say, to talk about like 3 influences, because a lot of Brazilian music, I would put in general, because I think there's a sound there, and then the metal bands that I listened when I was a teenager, you know, all the, you know, the Maiden and Black Sabbath and Scorpions, you know, I think it was very strong. And then the guitar players, all the late 80s, early 90s guitar players, Alan Holdsworth, somebody said here. So I think it's a little bit of a lot of different things, and I think that's I wouldn't say it's a secret, because it's not a secret, but that's the idea, you know. There's no 3 influences. There must be I never did that, but if I start writing, I would put at least 100, I guess, of little things that I can find on my playing or my songs that I took from, maybe 100 is a lot, but it could be, you know, this kind of phrase, this kind of band from this guy, or the arpeggio from the other one, the technique from that one, the tapping from the other guy, and then structure of songs and arrangements from other bands, you know, yeah. Cara, preciso fazer uma live com Chimbinha, só isso que eu digo. Mozart, yeah. Yeah, Mozart too. Just listening to Mozart a lot. John Sykes, né? Salve, Saulo Matos, beleza? Math rock. I math rock, like math metal. Tipo Meshuggah. I like it a lot. I'm not able to play, but I like it. Fala do aluno nadador do Souza Lima. Serbia, wow, that's cool. Most difficult riff from Megadeth. O riff mais difícil. I don't know. Let me think. Holy War's difficult. I think it's difficult. So I posted a video today on my channel. So I was playing like straight, but it's not like this, right? The little pause here. Cool. Quem conhece o Chimbinha aí? Vamos falar com ele aí. Ele tem Instagram, nunca olhei. Vamos chamar ele aí. Agita lá. Fala, bom, Chimbinha. Kiko chamou aí pra fazer uma live com você, fazer um som com ele. Ele faz uns negócios legais, cara. Né? Aí depois disso, se eu for seguir o que a internet me pede, aí depois só tem que tocar aquela música lá do Kiko do Chaves, lá do, como é que é? Olhinhos, não sei o quê. Você vê como vira a coisa, né? Estuda a música e tal. Os caras ficam pedindo pra eu tocar a música do Kiko do Chaves. Mas beleza. Faz parte, né? Entretenimento. Como é o nome da música do Chaves aí? Alguém deve saber, todo mundo deve saber. Seus olhinhos da noite serena, Seus olhos da noite serena, é isso aí. Seus olhos na noite serena. Yes, we are Violeta. We are from the same generation. Best year, 72, I guess. You know, used to be at least. All right, my friends, it's gonna end now. É do Seu Madruga a música? Pô, vocês estão me confundindo já, cara. I will need to ask the Mexicans here. You know, mexicanos, por favor, tengo una pregunta acá muy seria. O otro, argentinos, chilenos también, si puedes, pero mexicanos mejor. Que es el nombre de la música que Kiko ensayaba, tocaba en El Chavo del Ocho con Don Ramón. Los ojos de la noche serena. Tradução ao pé da letra, né? Se há um mexicano acá, mexicanos, por favor. Don Ramón, por favor. Si tienes acá fans de... Aquí hay un mexicano. El nombre de la canción que Kiko tocaba, o que Don Ramón tocaba, los ojitos de la noche serena. Ok. Os mexicanos não sabem nada, cara. Saludos desde Chile. Ninguém me responde. Canadá. Qual o riff do Angra mais difícil? Ah, cara, deve ter um... Ah, já sei. Um difícil... Eu não lembro, né? Não lembro. Sai daqui, né? All right, my friends, thank you very much, because, you know, it's almost 1 hour, and I would like to thank everybody tomorrow actually I'm not going to be here again. So today's the last day to join me at the guitarhacks.com, okay, guitarhacks.com, and tomorrow I will do a live only for the students. So if you join now, we're going to be together tomorrow. If you decide to do it next Monday, you're not going to do it because it's going to be closed. So it's because it's closing today. So just be there with me. And if you join today until midnight from California. So you have time. You have time to join. Here's the link, guitarhacks.com. So if you join now, tomorrow we will have a live to discuss everything about how to practice, how to avoid this horrible feeling of not being confident when you play, and of course, not feeling that you're, getting better every day, every week, every month. So, let's practice together. So anyways, thank you very much, everybody. Gracias a todos. Yo estoy ainda esperando el nombre de la música del Chavo del Ocho, pero así no. ¿Dónde están los mexicanos acá? Por favor, por favor. Beleza? Obrigado a todo mundo aí. Ontem eu fiz em português, hoje eu fiz em inglês, né? O pessoal fica falando aí, mas, né, tem que... Eu tenho os dados aqui que tem uns 40% de brasileiro, mas 60% não, então, né, aquela coisa. Mas aí de vez em quando a gente vai variando. Thank you very much, and merci beaucoup. Il y avait un français acá, donc, je salue mon ami français. Cuidem-se. Gracias. Thank you. Obrigado. Valeu. Fui. Tchau.